YouTube, what's going on, man? It's been forever since I've done a video, about 5 months actually. But today is September 22nd, 2018. First day of fall, man. It's nice and cool out for a change. But this is my 2-year overview of the Schneider Owner-Operator Program. Now, it's actually closer to 2.5 because my 2 years was up in June, but I've been pretty busy the past few months, so we're going to go with 2 years anyway. But for those of you who might be new to the channel, I did a 6-week, a 6-month, and a 1-year review. I'll put the links for those videos in the description. I'm not going to make the same video 3 or 4 times, so there's a lot. Each one of those videos is a little bit different, and they touched on different subjects and things like that, but it gives you a good overview what to expect within your first year and how Schneider does things. So if you're interested in that, those links will be in the description. Feel free to check them out or not, whatever you want to do, that's fine, but they'll be in there. But with this video, I just figured we would kind of just touch on what I've learned throughout the course of my time here and my experiences here and what I've been able to accomplish by coming here. So first off, I just got to say that I'm grateful to Schneider National and Schneider Finance for giving me the opportunity to get started. Because really, without Schneider Finance, I would have never been able to get my foot in the door and get a truck to be able to lease on to Schneider National. But it's kind of, at the end of the day, it's all under one roof. So, you know, I'm grateful to both of them for the opportunity to get started here. You know, I did my first year with that Schneider Finance truck, and I learned a lot. I learned a lot about being efficient, time and money management, budgeting. You know, that it was a good learning experience to get in that truck. Yeah, the payment was high, but I was able to survive it. You know, I made money with it once I got familiar with the load board and everything. So the sky's the limit over here, man. It really is. So, which kind of, you know, I mentioned the load board. I'm going to touch on that for a second because it was probably about 4 months or so that I was here. I mean, I was doing okay, but I was a little bit frustrated. You know, I wasn't making what I wanted to be making. And I remember talking to Jeffrey Like, and I said, dude, and I'm like, you know, what am I doing wrong here? He said, nothing. And he told me, he said, look, man, if you make it to the 6-month mark, he said, I know it's frustrating, but if you make it to the 6-month mark, you're going to realize it's like a light switch and things are going to turn around, because without even realizing it, you're going to start clicking that button, and you're going to see it reflect in your settlements. And I'm thinking, what in the hell is he talking about? Well, here it was about my 7th month, right after Christmas. And I realized that my settlements were more than they usually are, and I thought back on that, and he was right. And I've told him this. He was right. It was because I kept watching that load board. I kept studying it. I knew what was going to be coming out where. I knew how I wanted to run. And I was just boom, boom, click this load, go over here. Oh, I can get that load coming back. And that's what's great about Schneider, is the consistency. But I could tell you, even though I run a very small area, I watch that board, and I know a lot about what's on that board. So if I happen to leave my area and I'll go to the Carolinas, I know what I can get coming out of there coming back. If I go down south, I know what I can get out of Georgia coming back. So I'm not afraid of that anymore. And but just on the subject of that load board, let me just throw this out there. This might piss some people off, but I'm going to tell you the truth. Some of these guys I have talked to, some of them I don't know. Some of them, it's because of what I hear, the buzz in the terminals when I go in there. But when it comes to that load board, and these guys that they watch a couple YouTube videos and they think they've got it all figured out. Then they come over here, they get into that Schneider Finance truck, they're here for 3, 4, 5 weeks, and all of a sudden they're complaining because, oh, this is BS. I'm not making any money. You can't make it. I don't know where to go. They think it's going to happen overnight. What do? They blame Schneider for everything. They fail. They give the truck back and they leave. I've seen it happen. Like I said, some of these guys I've talked to. The old saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, you can't make him drink. I'm going to flat out tell you, if you fail over here, it's your fault. It is your fault. Schneider offers you the freight base. They offer you the trailer pool. They offer you the support that you need. So there's absolutely no reason to fail. If you fail, it's because you didn't put the time and you didn't put the effort and you didn't put the work in. Simple as that. You failed because just because you can go home doesn't mean you should go home. There's a big difference between that. Just because you have the freedom doesn't mean you should do it. And guys aren't disciplined, and that's why they fail. Or they say they can't master their area. Well, you know what? Sometimes you have to go outside the box. Not every area is going to be out and back. You know, you have to be willing to study the board. I've been able to help people, and they've taken it and they've ran with it. Other people, I tried to beat it through their head and they couldn't get it. They blamed me, they blamed Schneider, they turned the truck in and they left. And I hear stories about it inside the terminals too. Guys complaining about it, and I just don't say anything. But if you fail over here, it's on you. The knowledge that you will gain by running the Schneider board, you're going to learn about market trends. You're going to learn the hot areas. You're going to learn the cold areas. You're going to learn about freight rates and with what the economy does, how that affects the rates and fuel prices, how it affects your bottom line. These are all things that you're going to learn under the umbrella of a big mega carrier like Schneider. And if you're smart, the smart guys will pay attention to all that. And then eventually, which is what I plan on doing, you know, I love Schneider. I love it. But I don't plan on retiring from here. And once I go to that next level, I'm going to take everything I learned here and I'm going to apply it to the next step. So, like I said, if you fail here, this is what I've learned. If you fail here, that's on you. Plain and simple. But I can tell you, do I ever have to leave here? No. I could retire from here. But if I planned on doing that, you know, I wouldn't reach any of my other goals. But could I retire from here? Sure I could. I do very well here. Up through the whole month of September, with the load that I'm under right now, and it's a rough estimate on it because I haven't delivered it yet. But with the rough estimate of this load, I'm averaging for the month of September so far $1.70 plus on all miles. That's pretty good for Schneider. So I'm doing well here. I'm making money. And because of what I've been able to learn here and apply here, one goal I had when I decided to do this owner-operator thing, I said, at some point, I want to be able to put my family in a better situation than what we were in. And I'm proud to say that over the last 5 months, that's kind of what's been going on from the end of March, beginning of April, all the way to the beginning of September. I've been dealing with moving because of the opportunity that Schneider gave me, because of the knowledge that I soaked up by being here, and I was able to spin that into profit. I was able to sell my house, move out of there, buy another house, a bigger house with more land, a place now I can park the truck at the house. I've got plenty of room, a huge yard. It's a better environment for my kids. I can get we got plans to put in a swimming pool. We're going to get the kids a swing set or a big play set. All of that is because of what I've been able to do over here. So, say what you want about Schneider. Say what you want about not being able to make any money here. I do pretty damn well over here. And I'm proud of what I've been able to accomplish over here. And I just sit there and think to myself, man, if I've been able to do that under the bubble or the wings, so to speak, or whatever you want to call it, of a mega carrier like Schneider. Imagine what I could do if I go to the next level. So, it's baby steps, man. It's baby steps. Hell, I'm affording it just fine working here. So, do I ever have to leave here? No. Do I want to retire from here? No, because like I said, it's not my end goal. But overall, after 2+ years of being here, I've enjoyed my time here. I still recommend anybody that wants to come here, I recommend that you do it. Give it a shot. If you put the work and time and the effort in, and you're not that guy that blames the carrier for everything, it'll work out fine. It's all about your attitude, man. I really believe attitude goes a long way over here. So hopefully you guys learned something from that. I'm going to try to wrap this up. I don't want to make a 5-hour video here. So I appreciate you watching this video. And again, I've been able to do really well here. So if anybody's interested in coming over here, contact Schneider National, the owner-operator recruiting. Any questions you might have for them, you can shoot me an email if you want, helpwithtrucking@hotmail.com, but I very rarely check that email anymore. I really don't have time. I do check it every once in a while, though, so if you do send me an email and I don't get back to you for a couple of weeks, that's why. So, but yeah, feel free to leave a comment, shoot me an email, call Schneider with their questions, call Schneider Finance if you're interested in getting a truck. And, see what's out there, man. Don't settle. Just keep pushing. Head down, ass up, and go. That's what I did. And I'm so much better off for it. So, all right. Having said that, I'm going to cut this off here. So I appreciate you watching this video. Until next time, hopefully it won't be another 5 months. Can't guarantee nothing, though. So until next time, everybody be good, be smart, be safe, and I'll see you down the road. Later on.